And today we'll be taking a look at the second to last South Dakota class battleship, USS Massachusetts, BB-59. Now she is slightly different than her sister, USS Alabama, BB-60. But yeah, even though I got the same camo, which is the Hunter camo, on both ships. This is the camo that you will be receiving if you went and bought out the bought out the Big Mammy campaign like I did, mostly for work reasons. Her guns fire up to 8.4, as where Alabama's is 6. They both have the same caliber main armament, 16-inch 45 caliber main rifles. So that'll be 6 powder bags each for all 9 guns. They both have the same equivalent of anti-aircraft, as where with Alabama you get that nice looking 20 Oerlikons in the front. Here's the Alabama's permanent camo, or if you're like me, you could get the 75th VE camo that I did. So I am using William Sims as opposed to Willis Lee. I like to have good accuracy, and so I can be able to hit stuff at long distance. And plus I'm working my way up to make it a legendary rank 4. Okay, so you saw my stats. Well, you saw my build. Time to go into the stats. So she has good torpedo protection. So secondary is 8.4. I was able to get her firing range up to 19 kilometers. Mobility's good, as with Alabama. She has very good mobility. And her concealment is... Now there is a new feature that I really, really love, and that's the armor viewer, which, I mean, it's like... First and foremost, I really want to admire that bow, the way that they just have that bow. I mean, it's like, it's intriguing, because you still see ships look like that with the bow, except there's a freaking bulge coming out of the front end. I do apologize, I'm not awake. And I mean, just the way that they built this ship is amazing. There you can see she has her 2 rudders that are just insane. Now, the one thing that I love about the Big Mammy and the Lucky A, Alabama, is that they have inboard and outboard propellers. The inboard screws are 4 blades, and the outboard are 5 blades. Now, that'll get you up there quick. Let's see, her max speed is 28 knots. Alabama's is 27. So she is 1 knot faster than the USS Alabama. Okay. So we did the stats. Y'all got to see her in her full glory, including the bottom. Her Citadel. I do apologize. So that her Citadel is really just at, if not a little bit below, the waterline. And the same thing is actually done with Alabama. So both Alabama and Massachusetts have the same Citadel, which means that they are in fact prone to, well, they can get devastated by plunging fire, or if you're, well, the Yamato or the G Curve first. So, be careful with that. Plus, don't go broadside. So, USS Massachusetts. She is the second to the last South Dakota class battleship. She was launched and commissioned from Quincy, Massachusetts, and commissioned in 1942. Now, she is probably the only U.S. battleship that did not have a sea trial. And in case you're wondering what a sea trial is, they go build, commission, and launch. Well, they go build, launch, and commission a U.S. Navy warship. So, with this, for instance, it's battleships. And, 1942, that was a big year. You had Midway, you had Operation Torch, you had the North Africa campaign. So what they do is that they're like, hey, you know what? We're not going to do a sea trial, mainly because they didn't have time, because Operation Torch was about to be in full swing. And so what they did was they used Operation Torch as a sea trial. And it was the U.S. versus the Vichy French. And you're wondering, so when France fell to the Germans in 1940 to 41, the Germans installed a puppet government that was known as the Vichy French. So, France surrendered, they're out of the war, and then they take their incomplete Richelieu-class battleship, Jean Bart, down to Casablanca. And the Jean Bart was, well, by this point the Jean Bart was almost complete, and I do apologize. So Jean Bart was almost complete. And so really she only had one operational turret. It was a quad turret, which a quad turret is where you have one turret with 4 rifles in it. I mean, it was seen on the Richelieus, it was seen on the Dunkirk class, it was seen on the King George class, except there was flaws with the King George class. But, so, Vichy, France is in Casablanca. There's a major seaport and an air base, and the U.S. wants it. So they go and send in the lean, mean fighting machine, Big Mammy, and USS Wichita, and like one other cruiser, and I think 2 destroyers. So the El Hank batteries that are shore emplacements start firing on the American ships, and then Big Mammy loads up her main armament and just sends a huge wad of American whoop ass at Jean Bart and takes Jean Bart out of the fight. So, and then, but a French commander actually noticed that the Americans were getting too carried away, beating the ever-living crap out of Jean Bart, that him and his destroyer fleet managed to escape the port and try to head towards the American landing force to disturb that. Jean Bart noticed and sunk 5 ships, which in this game would be a Kraken, so congrats to Big Mammy. And at one point she did take a hit from one of the El Hank batteries on her starboard bow. So, I mean, there's actually a shell fragment from that. And there's also a shell fragment from Jean Bart. I think I may be wrong on this, given the fact that due to COVID-19, all the beautiful museums are closed. But I've never been to Massachusetts, so I never got to see Big Mammy. But I mean, she has 10 5-inch guns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10. Depending on the source, Wikipedia says that Big Mammy and Alabama have the same length, displacement, and tonnage, which I don't really trust Wikipedia, so if anything, you'll probably need to go to Naval History and Heritage. So, I mean, it's a good ship. Alabama's shots are more tighter, but not Alabama. Massachusetts kind of hits a little bit harder. So it's great, not great, but it's It is what it is. You can do multiple builds with the Alabama. Well, not the Alabama. With the Massachusetts. But with me, I stick with Legendary Sims. Because we all know with that face, we all know he doesn't play around. So, yeah, let's get into it. Also, I hope y'all are having a wonderful Saturday. I know I am. So we have the Atlantic. It is domination. So, alrighty. So we are over by, okay, no legendaries, thank you. So we're over by A. Now, I do have armor piercing, which for an American battleship, you get that super heavy pack-a-punch COD zombie armor piercing. Now, instantly, without even trying, I'm already turning left. And it's like, wow. Because, I mean, just the way that the ship turns, it's interesting. Now, the one thing you may notice, and I do this in all my videos, the one thing I always do in my videos is that, he started turning away. That would have been a good kill. Now, with the Roma, if you're playing the Roma, you will want to be careful, because the Citadel's in the back. So, depending which, okay, so he's on fire, and great, I'm on fire.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, wait, who's over there? Who's over there? Okay, no, no, we can't have that now. Colorado, Roma. Shot out. That was a bad shot. Yeah, it was a bad shot. Oh, I don't like this. Ow. Ooh, that was real bad. Okay. Colorado, you're up, sunshine. Ooh, come on. And screw you, nature. Ooh, just 26. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Haha. Still got it. Oh, come on, guns. Come on. Shot out. So, I mean, the shell grouping isn't bad, but it leaves a lot to be desired. So already my secondaries are going off, and I'm just getting hammered. Not that kind of hammer. And unfortunately, I go down to the Helena because really, Jarvis?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, would have been great if our battleship, our cruiser were up here, but I guess they decided to go and take their sweet time. But so I lose one secondary. Do I lose any? I think I lost 2, 3 the most. So I mean, it's a Massachusetts is a good ship. Just make sure you have reliable teammates who will actually defend you. Also, don't kind of go into the middle, because at some point I did go and get trapped. And there's one of the props spinning. Technically, you should be pushing the ship a little bit forward, but I guess, you know, I guess laws of physics don't matter. So, who do we have? Jean-Bar, I'm dead. Jean-Bar is dead. Okay, there's a Roma. Now, where's the Roma? Doo-doo-doo. I swear, everybody starts destroying it. Colorado. No, solid Roma. Got the Roma. No, oh. Crap, I do apologize. That says Iowa. I thought it said Roma. So, okay, so after the South Dakotas, you know, it's 1943, 1944. The Navy went and built the 45,000-ton Iowa-class battleships, which there was supposed to be 6. And instead we only got 4. So we got Iowa, New Jersey, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Kentucky. Or maybe it was Kentucky and Illinois, I'm not sure. So their guns are 16-inch 50 caliber rifles. Mark 7. Ours were Mark 6, theirs was Mark 7. And what is he doing? Yep. Yikes. Iowa goes down to Big Mammy. Colorado. But, you know, if you want to sell, like, if you play this game and you want a South Dakota class battleship, you can get Alabama for 750 global XP. Unfortunately, you're no longer able to get Big Mammy. She was a campaign ship. Maybe they'll bring her back. Who knows? I kind of wish they, man, I wish they would bring back Jean-Bar. I mean, I could have bought out that campaign and gotten that, but instead I got Alabama, which is alright. But, I mean, you know, that was the USS Massachusetts. She was and is a huge American powerhouse. She has 2 Babcock and Wilcox boilers and 4 sets of General Electric steam turbines. It's a great ship. Secondaries have insane range. Hashtag Bismarck. Our team is just absolutely sucking at this point, but oh well. At some point I may do a part 2 to this video, just due to the fact that really I'm not awake right now, so I'm all kind of bleh. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more World of Warship content, press the like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in my most upcoming episode.